You're listening to Four Things to Know, a WCCO daily news podcast.
Today is Thursday, July 9th. I'm Maria Lisignoli.
I'm Johnny Kahner. Thanks for watching and listening to Four Things to Know today.
Our top story is wild. So 71 cats are now recovering after being rescued from a property southwest of the Twin Cities in Sibley County. Frankie McLister was over at the Animal Humane Society in Golden Valley, and he talked with Dr. Sarah Lewis, the vice president of veterinary medicine, about what happened.
Essentially, it was about 71 cats, as you said, were rescued. They received calls from a concerned neighbor. The crews here from the Animal Humane Society arrived at this abandoned home down in Sibley County and essentially found what was almost all adults. They said that a few are adolescents too, but the important thing here is that they're all getting the TLC that they didn't have that they deserve. As I said, this essentially happened 2 days ago. They're all recovering inside right now. Vets say that the cats were living in, quote, severely unsanitary living conditions with high ammonia levels. The cats had zero access to water and were living amongst trash, carpets of feces, and crumbling walls too. Now, the Animal Humane Society right here says that they are the only organization in the entire state with resources to handle something like this. Now, all the cats are being evaluated, although the very first few days, like today, do become stressful for them because it's a new environment.
From here, it is all hands on deck in terms of getting them evaluated for, number one, getting them vaccines. That's one of the most important things we can do for any animal entering our shelter is get them vaccinated. There's plenty of things that are spread around here and their environment. You know, we don't even know what was happening in their environment.
Yeah, so essentially inside they continue to recover. They are hoping that these cats are available to you in the coming weeks. That's their goal, to get them already back into a good household that they didn't have. Now, a lot of people have questions. Did they find any dead cats when they were out there? The answer to that is no. So inside, they're doing all the best they can to go ahead and get them in the hands of those who deserve them.
Bad situation. Turned out all right. I'm glad those cats are getting the help they need.
Yeah, Humane Society will have them up to speed soon, it sounds like.
You heard Frankie describe what those cats were living in, but there are pictures too. So if you are just listening to us right now, you can see those pictures of where they were living and how they're doing right now. And that's on our website, WCCO.com. So new things headed for those cats. And Johnny, number two today is a big change happening in the capital city.
Yeah, that's right, Maria. The city of St. Paul, they are taking a stand and closing encampments. Officials point to health and safety concerns as a primary reason they need to close. Barrett Leone was in St. Paul today. She has more on how this plan will all work.
Well, this is a new approach for the city of St. Paul, but city leaders say it comes down to public safety, and this is why they're doing this. So the city says it's making this transition now before winter happens so folks can transition into housing and get support from other services as well. Now, St. Paul officials say that they made a decision after documenting serious problems at encampments, including fires, sexual assaults, thefts, and 2 overdose deaths. So over the next 4 weeks, outreach teams from St. Paul, Ramsey County, and others will inform people living in those encampments about the upcoming closures and help connect them with resources. Just last week, we spoke with one man living in an encampment who tells us the solution isn't that easy.
People are here, they come from all walks of life. A lot of them are here because they, unfortunately, when COVID hit, they lost their house, and they lost their jobs. I, unfortunately, was one of them. Mental health is a real thing, and people do suffer from their illnesses, and what's really sad is that society doesn't view it as it is. They think it's this, oh, they could just get help and they'll be better. That's not how it works. It does not work that way at all.
So the encampment at Pig's Eye Park will be the first to close. That's set to happen on August 5th, and the city says after that, more closures will happen on a rolling basis.
Number three, a new affordable housing project in a Lake Street neighborhood. 6 years after the murder of George Floyd and the social unrest that followed, the community is today celebrating the grand opening of a new building called Opportunity Crossing. It was built at the site of the former Wells Fargo branch that was destroyed during the 2020 unrest. Now, there's a new mixed-use affordable housing development at 3030 Nicollet Avenue. It has 110 new housing units, and all but 2 are already filled. There are also commercial spaces for local entrepreneurs and a newly designed Wells Fargo branch. Molly Porter used to work at the former Wells Fargo branch that was destroyed.
But after 2020, we knew what came next had to begin with the community and be grounded in listening. And by working with Project for Pride in Living and lots of our public sector partners, we helped turn that vision into reality. Through a series of focused listening sessions, community members had the opportunity to share with us how they envisioned the transformation of this space. The first thing we heard is that they wanted affordable housing.
Organizers say this new development is one of the largest affordable housing projects in the history of Minneapolis.
Now to your fourth thing to know today, a happy story to round out our top 4. State Fair fans, exciting day. Today, the new list of fair foods came out for this upcoming State Fair season. So Maria, there are 36 official new foods and there's 9 new food vendors. So let's talk about some of the highlights. Did you have a chance to go through the full list today?
Oh, yes, I definitely did. I love the fair food. It's so crazy and honestly sometimes just dumb. But like what else is the fair for?
Yeah, it's just a fun time. So we picked out 4 for you that we're going to talk about. So the first one, and you might be a big fan of this, pickle pie from Lulu's Public House. I'll describe it for you. It's pie crust filled with a blend of chopped pickles, pickle juice, and cream cheese. Now it's topped with homemade savory whipped frosting that's made with ranch and Cholula hot sauce. Garnished, of course, with more pickles.
Yes. Okay, so some of the State Fair reps came into the newsroom today and brought a couple things for people to try. And I got to the table where they had some extra stuff and the pickle pie was gone.
It was all gone.
It was gone. So people must have liked it. I talked with someone who did taste it and they said it kind of tasted like a pickle cream cheese bagel.
Okay.
You know?
That sounds solid.
Which actually doesn't sound that bad.
And you like the pickle beer and the pickle pizza,
Pickle
right?
pizza, I love. Yeah, I'm a big pickle fan. So, maybe I sometimes do put pickles on my cream cheese bagel.
You can do it in everything.
I think this one might be something that I like.
This one caught my ear. Have you ever had the Australian beer battered potatoes? Or the fried potatoes there? Okay, this is a new type of fried potato.
Okay.
They are deep fried, topped with beef brisket, and they're smothered in nacho cheese and drizzled with hot honey.
Ooh, I love hot honey.
It sounds so good,
and
right?
nacho cheese and potatoes, yes.
These are right by like the milk stand.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I got them a long time ago. Not this one, because this is new this year, but they always do like topped with ranch or nacho cheese. Now the brisket and the nacho cheese combo sounds good.
That sounds fire.
I know.
Fire.
Sounds really heavy. So like
True,
a fall day,
true.
70 degrees. I don't want that 90 degrees, but I'll try that. Tell us about the next one.
Okay, so we had a couple savory ones in there. Let's go to the sweet. So the pumpkin bar funnel cake. Real pumpkin, cinnamon, sugar, and vanilla blended with original funnel cake batter and then deep fried, of course. And then they lightly brush it with melted butter, top it with homemade cinnamon cream cheese frosting, and I'm sold.
Voila.
Literally.
I love a funnel cake.
I love a funnel cake and put a little pumpkin spice in there.
Pumpkin too, because it is kind of that October-y time of year, right?
No.
I mean, it's
the
close
end of
enough.
August.
September, October. It's Halloween kind of around the corner. I'm in the mood for that.
Oh, yeah. You're like, let's bring fall out, not the end of summer.
Okay.
I'm dead.
The last one, this one sounded the best to me out of the savory style. Banana butterscotch barn raiser. That's what it's called. Vanilla pound cake layered with roasted bananas, butterscotch sauce, and caramelized croissant croutons. And this is made by Patisserie 46 and it's topped with whipped cream, of course. So
If this is not the most grandpa sounding snack, I don't know what else is. A butterscotch
funnel cake.
banana, I just feel like someone's grandpa's gonna order that and just devour. And I would be one of them. I will be that grandpa, honestly.
I will definitely try it. I wonder how the deep fried ranch is doing these days, too. So that's been a couple years
Right?
since it's made its debut.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think people are as jazzed about it as they used to be. But I will say, this all sounds amazing. There are so many other brand new foods that are out this year. Just go to the State Fair website and you can see a whole list. Or go to WCCO.com. Actually, we have a whole list of all of the new things, and I can't wait to try them.
It'll be fun, yeah. Those are the 4 things to know today. Let's check in now on our next weather forecast.
Hey guys, thanks for the meteorologist Adam Del Rosso checking in. High pressure, that's going to be the big story here as we head through the next couple of days. That building ridge is going to keep things dry, keep things bright with lots of sunshine, and we're going to be turning hotter and humid once again. As we head into tonight, temperatures pretty seasonable. We'll be falling through the 70s and eventually into the upper 60s for our lows. Tomorrow going to be a little bit warmer than our Thursday. Highs will be into the upper 80s. Average this time of year is 84. It's going to come with a lot of sunshine. There could be a rogue storm across northern or western Minnesota, but I think we stay dry around the Twin Cities. We head into the weekend. That ridge builds even more. That means more sunshine and high temperatures eventually getting up into the low 90s.
And now, here's more to know.
Calm right now in the cities, but some Minnesotans are dealing with a lot of water today. Some people even trapped in their homes because of flooding. Mower County was one of many that experienced widespread flash flooding and storm damage from yesterday's severe weather. The Mower County Sheriff's Office received several calls of people trapped in their homes in both Adams and Leroy. The Sheriff's Office said it was able to help all of the people and their pets safely out of their homes. But for other people in southern Minnesota, even if they could get out of their homes, they couldn't go very far. That is the sound of water rushing over a road in southeastern Minnesota where fast falling rain triggered flash flooding yesterday. People who live around Austin, south of Rochester, have been sharing videos online, and they show drivers getting stuck in submerged streets. And police are echoing their message saying there's nothing the city can do when the heavy rain falls that hard, so stay out of flooded roads. Officers are asking families just wait out the high water. The flooding forced the state to shut down sections of Interstate 90 near Austin last night. And the interstate is still closed today. According to MnDOT, it will remain closed until about 6:30 p.m. tonight.
Now to an update on a story we brought you earlier this week. Police say a teenager is in custody for killing a 16-year-old boy at a North Metro park. It happened on Sunday night at Hartkopf Park in Brooklyn Park. Police say they arrested a 17-year-old boy who they believe shot the 16-year-old in the head. We're told police also have the gun, but they did not share any other details about the boy who died or the suspect. They say they are still investigating.
We're also continuing to follow the Minnesota fraud crisis, making national news. Now, the FBI is offering $150,000 for information on a fraud suspect tied to Feeding Our Future. Fahad Noor is now on the FBI's most wanted fraudster list. They say Noor has ties to Somalia and may be living there. He's charged with stealing more than $1 million from a federal program meant to feed hungry kids during the pandemic. Also today, a Minnesota daycare owner who prosecutors said tried to flee the United States 2 days after shutting down her center pleaded guilty to fraud charges. Fahima Mahamoud pleaded guilty to 1 count of wire fraud and 1 count of conspiracy to defraud the United States, and this is according to court records. Prosecutors said Mahamoud ran Future Leaders Early Learning and pocketed money meant to feed children during the pandemic. Charges said she received more than $850,000 in fraudulent funds as part of the Feeding Our Future scheme, using most of that money to buy real estate. She also filed separate claims for about $4.6 million from the federal Child Care Assistance Program. This is according to the Department of Justice. Mahamoud notified the state in February that Future Leaders was closing. That same day, she booked a flight to London, according to prosecutors. A sentencing date has not yet been scheduled.
Prosecutors have dropped state charges against a man accused of assaulting a conservative political commentator during the ICE search. Chris Otrushko shoved Turning Point USA contributor Savannah Hernandez during a protest at the Whipple Federal Building in Minneapolis back in April. Otrushko, his wife, and his daughter are all facing federal charges after the fight. Their lawyer argues Hernandez actually started it. Hennepin County also charged Otrushko, but those charges were dismissed because of the pending federal case. The county says it never had enough evidence to charge his wife and daughter.
If you're planning a camping trip in northern Minnesota, there's an important change at a popular campground. The Chippewa National Forest says increased black bear activity has prompted new restrictions at the West Winnie Campground on Lake Winnipesaukee. This is in Deer River, Minnesota, which is about an hour east of Bemidji. Now through October 13th, tents, pop-up campers, and other soft-sided camping equipment won't be allowed at the campground to help reduce the risk of bear-human encounters. Forest officials say the temporary restriction only applies to West Winnie because of its remote location and obviously recent bear activity.
Would you be scared?
100%. If I was camping in a bear-active area, no way in.
You just can't let the bear know you're scared. That's the key. You can be scared, but
So I've heard.
Yes,
So I've heard.
Get loud.
Right? Get loud. Black bears don't like loud people. They're
No.
like, okay, bye. Never mind.
You know who's getting loud? The Lynx players, because they're so happy for their
Yes.
head coach. Cheryl Reeves, she's now the winningest coach of all time in the WNBA, 380 career wins.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been our head coach for 17 years, and the Lynx, of course, got the win last night in Connecticut, so that's a pretty big deal. Number one.
Number one, baby.
The Twins got another big win, too, a walk-off. They're now just one game under 500, 4 wins in a row, and they're back in action this afternoon for the last game against Cleveland. So we can get one more. We can finally get back to 500.
It's time to take a breath with your Daily Bright Spot.
A heartwarming reunion at MSP Airport. 11-year-old Asher lost his stuffed dog, which he calls Athena, on a Delta flight. His family posted on TikTok asking for help to find the lost toy. That caught the attention of more than 800,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, airport employees at MSP tracked the toy down and then took Athena, that little stuffed dog, on a few adventures around the airport, posted pictures about it. It was pretty cute.
That's so nice.
This is also cute. The airport police also arranged a canine of their own to help with the handoff of, little Asher's canine.
That's kind of cute, too.
It's really cute.
So he got the stuffed animal back.
He got it back.
That's so nice. 800,000 people, the power of social media.
Literally.
What would you do if you lost yours when you were a kid?
Oh my God. I actually did one time.
No.
I had this little stuffed animal bunny that I called Fluff. And and funny enough, he wasn't fluffy because I cut all of his hair off.
Oh my God. Why did you do
I thought it
that?
would grow back.
Wow.
But so yeah, my not fluffy fluff bunny. We were traveling. My family and I went on a road trip to Michigan, and we stayed overnight in a hotel along the way. And I remember I left Fluff at the hotel.
Oh no.
And then we drove all the way to Michigan, and I had to wait 2 weeks before we could drive back because we had called the hotel and got it back.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we didn't have social media back then.
I know. No TikTok there, but the good news is you got it back.
Exactly. I still have little
Do you
Fluff.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. That is awesome.
Did you grow up?
I made my parents buy me a little Timberwolves mascot thing at a game when I was super young. It was probably the most overpriced thing ever. It was like a monkey, so I'd wear it around my neck.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
adorable.
I probably lost it right away.
You don't have it?
But I don't think so.
Oh shoot. Maybe I bet your mom still has it.
Maybe she
I
still
bet
has
she still
it.
has it.
I don't know about
That's
that.
adorable.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I love
Good
that.
bright spot today.
A really good bright spot. Left me on in a happy mood. Thank you so much for joining us on 4 Things to Know. With Johnny Kahner, I'm Maria Lisignoli, and we're here with the news you need every weekday afternoon by 3 o'clock.
Listen to 4 Things to Know, a WCCO daily news podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Maria Lisignoli, and this podcast comes to you from the WCCO podcast studio.
I'm Johnny Kahner, and this is where you'll find the latest news of the day with us on 4 Things to Know.
I'm Mariel Mose, and I bring you the stories behind the female athletes redefining the game on women in sports.
I'm Adam Duxter. Join me for a deep dive into faith and what it means to Minnesotans around the state on Bigger Than Belief.
Stay in the know on the go with the WCCO podcast studio. Go to WCCO.com/podcasts.